sitting here with a guy who's normally out on the West Coast, but he's hopped over to the East Coast to spend some time with us today. I'm really excited to let him introduce himself to all of you because he's really letting people pursue the dream. Everybody wants to know how they can make their own wine, and we often dream about it, but he actually brings those dreams and lets them become a reality. So would you tell everybody a little bit about yourself and who you are?
Sure, I'm Brill, I'm the CEO of Crushpad. Started Crushpad about 2004. This will be our 6th harvest, I think. We're a winery right now based in Napa and Bordeaux, where you can make your own wine.
Making your own wine, like I said, something wine lovers always dream about. We look into the glass and we want to know, am I capable of making this Cabernet? How did you start this? Where did Crushpad all come from? What is it a result of?
So, like a lot of people, I have sort of a strong enthusiasm for wine. I was always dreamed about being a winemaker. Those are my rock stars. And I actually tried my hand at it in 2003 in my garage in San Francisco, and had a blast. And what would happen was a lot of people would sort of wander by the street while we're making wine, poke their head in my garage, and ask what we were doing. And when they found out, they want to help. And at the end of harvest, we had about 100 or so volunteers. And so by the end of harvest, it occurred to me there's probably a lot of people like me who love wine, would love to learn how to make wine, just didn't know how to find grapes or equipment or how to make wine at a high level. And so that was really the genesis of Crushpad, which we started in 2004.
Okay, 2004, you started the facility. Let's fast forward a little bit. What is Crushpad like today?
So we've undergone a few changes. 2004, we had about 5,000 square feet in the Mission District of San Francisco. We quickly outgrew that, so we started getting other sort of small spots, 2,000 feet, 3,000 feet throughout this building. So it was, we're trucking pallet jacking barrels up through multiple floors and elevators, walking by the offices, and that kind of got out of control. So in 2007, we moved to 30,000 square foot winery in Potrero Hill, and built out another 15,000 square foot fulfillment center, and basically 15,000 square feet. So we built a pretty substantial facility. In 2009, last year, we started a Bordeaux operation, but rather than building out a whole new winery, what we decided to do was to work inside of somebody else's. So we partnered with in Lyon, where we're making our wine there. What also happened was earlier this year, March of 2010, we got an opportunity to get a winery in Napa Valley. And even though we started off as sort of an urban winery, what we feel is it's really more important about us for what we do rather than where we do it. And just being able to have a winery surrounded by 25 acres of vines, have a tasting room, a cave for tasting, and 5 million tourists driving up and down Silverado Trail, it was kind of too much for us to pass up. So we moved there in March of this year.
Very cool. Well, obviously you've seen a tremendous amount of success going from a small operation based in San Francisco. You're now across the sea in Bordeaux. You have one based in Napa Valley, and of course the new facility in San Francisco. You decided to kind of take that success and go against the new winery that's here in New York, City Winery. Talk a little bit about why you're out here partnering with City Winery.
So the event actually was last night, where it was sort of a friendly battle. City Winery started a couple of years ago, and as you know, they're a winery-themed wine bar and performance space in Manhattan. And Michael Gorford runs it, super great guy. Is really pretty passionate about wine as well, and wanted to sort of show the quality of the wines they're producing. And so we sort of agreed to do a friendly Smackdown with them. So we had 3 rounds, Pinot Noir, white wine, and Cabs, a total of 7 wines. And so it was sort of a boxing thing. And so we had about 100 people there. The crowd was basically tasting the wines, voting on a 20-point system. The first round was actually white wines, a Roussanne and Chardonnay, which was very close, but they actually won. So my heart started to sink. All the tweets I had prepared, I stopped. I was like, oh no. And then came the Pinot Noir round, which we won. Okay. And then it came down to the Cabernet. And the Pinot Noir and white
clients?
Yeah, it's actually a great time right now. We are going into July. Harvest starts really September-ish for earlier varietals, and then Cabernet and so on is October. So crushpadwine.com, CRUSHPAD wine.com is the place to go.
Awesome. We'll be sure to put a link in below. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yep.